Join me as I dive into the chilling story of a family haunted by a terrifying presence in 1970s England. Can I uncover the truth behind their spooky experience? The 1970s were a time of great change and cultural shift in England, but for one family, their lives took a dark and terrifying turn when they moved into a house that would become infamous for its paranormal activity. Reports of haunted houses were not uncommon, but what made this case particularly unsettling was the sheer number of terrifying experiences endured by this family. Their story has been etched in my mind, and I'm excited to share it with you. As this family settled into their new home, they were immediately struck by its eerie atmosphere. It was as if the house had a presence that didn't want them there. Doors creaked open on their own, and disembodied voices seemed to emanate from nowhere and everywhere at the same time. At first, they dismissed these occurrences as the typical creaks and groans of an old house, but soon the events became too frequent and too intense to ignore. The family tried to brush it off as mere paranoia, but deep down, they knew something was off. The family's daily life became a struggle to cope with the inexplicable events that surrounded them. Every night, they would hear footsteps creaking up and down the stairs, even when everyone was accounted for. Objects would move on their own, and the air was thick with an unsettling, heavy feeling that seemed to watch their every move. It was as if the house was exerting some kind of malevolent influence over them, wearing them down with each passing day. Sleep became a luxury they could no longer afford, as the darkness seemed to press in on them from all sides. Unexplained noises weren't the only problem. The family began to report strange sightings. Ghostly apparitions would flicker at the edges of their vision, vanishing when they turned to look. Shadows danced on walls, twisting into grotesque forms that seemed to pulse with a life of their own. These sightings left the family on edge, always wondering when the next terrifying encounter would occur. Their children became withdrawn and fearful, and the parents were at a loss for how to comfort them. One night, the family experienced a terrifying event that would change everything. A daughter reported being confronted by a ghostly figure in her bedroom, its presence so real and so menacing that she was left shaken to her core. This event marked a turning point in their experiences, as if the haunting had escalated to a new level of intensity. The family realized they couldn't stay in the house any longer. It was time to confront the darkness head-on and find a way to escape. The ordeal left an indelible mark on this family, a haunting reminder of the terrors they endured. Their story serves as a chilling example of the unknown forces that can invade our lives, leaving us to wonder if some houses are indeed places where the veil between worlds is at its thinnest. If you enjoyed this dive into a terrifying haunted house story, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Did you believe the haunting was real, or was there a logical explanation? Let me know in the comments below. If you're hungry for more paranormal tales, be sure to check out my other videos, where the unexplained and the eerie come together in the dark corners of our